Hi everybody, we're here at Bon Sucesso today and I'm going to try doing a little bit of stalling. I've never done this before, not on my wing. I've definitely kind of come in for some top landings and got near to a stall, but I really want to test
how near,
far.
Right? How near were you?
How near was I? Like, I want to know how far I can go before it does actually stall. You've done this before, Andre, haven't you? But
yeah, I've done it on the links. The link is here if you want to see that video. It was a high-end sea, but I thought it'd be just useful and fun. We have a beautiful little dune that we can get a little bit of flight, and if we stall we're only going to go down 1 or 2 meters, and then if that goes well we can get it progressively higher, but we don't have to. So that's the plan, just get a feel for it.
We've also got a mascot today. This dog's obsessed. He's obsessed with the shadow of the... yeah, anyway.
That's what it says on the collar anyway. Go on. Okay, you have to get to proper flight first. Okay, so you want to make sure you take off, you clear the dune, and you go hands up so you get proper up to speed, and then you apply brake slowly, not all at once.
Okay.
Okay, slowly. More. No, not too much. Abort. So you see there, you were way too high to stall. That's too much to go at first, because if you do stall, you'll fall all of that at once.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
And you don't know how to control it in the stall yet.
I tried to stall it towards the end again, yes, when I got lower again, but it takes a lot to stall this.
Well, what you'll find as well is that it's not just about how much brake you pull, but if you pull X amount and keep it there, it might stall it rather than pulling more than X and releasing.
Yeah.
So it's how long you're in that brake amount for, because it takes time for the glider to slow down. But we'll try it more. But yeah, if you find yourself really high, just don't stall yet.
Yeah.
Just progressively work up to it.
I'm chasing you now, doggy. This proves that I need to do more of the launch practice, because I'm taking off and then having to take off again.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. You don't need to go so far back.
Still nowhere near to a stall, am I?
Nowhere near to a stall, but you did everything you needed to do close to the ground, so that's the safe way to do it. It's only, like, at some point you're going to pull too much for too long, and you're just going to feel it slowly drop back, and that's the start of the stall. So once you know where that is, then you can start taking it a little bit higher, just a little bit, like half a meter or a meter, because at some point you're going to get it wrong and you're just going to fall out of the sky, so you don't want to hurt your legs and stuff. Even though this is pretty good.
I don't want to fall out of the sky.
More. See, you're still not quite, but a lot closer. In this wing, with your weight, you might actually have to take a wrap, which is good, because it means you get to know in reality that if you don't take a wrap, it's almost, you need to be obnoxiously crap with the brakes to be able to stall it. But if you had like infinite air underneath you, and you kept literally arms down, locked down as you were for another 3-5 seconds, it would slowly start to come back and actually stall.
Yeah.
But because we don't have a lot of space, we might need to give it a little help with a little...
Going higher then?
Yeah. Okay, you were really starting to horseshoe there. Again, if you had more height, you were going to go into stall with that much brake. Did you put a wrap or did you just do the same again?
No, I did the...
Oh,
I was going to take a wrap, but then I went, no, I can't, and I did that instead.
Yeah, I think that's good. Why don't you try... I mean, before we go on to the next level, I just want to prepare you to... Like, if you're stalling, you're flying like this, and then the wing starts to do that, and then all of a sudden, at some point, it just goes back because it's just too slow. So what you have to... If you were doing this really high, you want to make sure that as it goes back, you release some, not everything, so that it goes back forward. But then if it goes back forward, it's like on the ground, it will shoot really hard, then you would need too much altitude to fly away from it. So what you do instead is you release a bit, it goes forward, and then you catch it a bit and you try to keep it above you like that, without going too far back and without letting it shoot, and then you'll come straight down kind of in a parachutal.
This sounds complicated.
So basically the idea is, as you really feel it start to go, you can release a bit so it doesn't go fully behind, but don't release it all, and try to modulate the brakes. So it's like more brake this way, less brake that way, and try to stay in the middle.
To be honest, it hasn't felt like it's really going to go yet though.
It does look like it's going to go. So that's why you can go a bit higher and wait until you're more over here rather than over there, because then you'll have more height. But I didn't want you to go straight to that.
Yeah.
Because then you might scare yourself and fall from too high.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
Slowly. Why did you decide to do that right about above a fire with pointy sticks?
Because I knew I could clear it.
Okay. I thought you were gonna literally stall right into this. As always, practice makes pay.
Yeah, it's not that I thought I'd be more worried about like stalling all the time and not going far enough, but actually it's hard to know exactly when to begin your stall so that you don't aren't dangerous but also aren't just coming straight down and not doing anything and not learning anything.
Well, but if you do it like 10 times and you're always too conservative, that's the better way to be, isn't it?
Yeah,
because it's just
that's got Gemma written all over it.
Look at the pose. See, you didn't pull any harder, but it really started to horseshoe and went into a stall. So you can stall it without a wrap, but it just takes time holding it down there. So this is the live Gemma reacts to. So I'm gonna put the video here.
Baby legs. I want to see what it's doing because I don't. Okay, yeah. It didn't feel like it was. It looks like I dropped quite dramatically at the end.
Yeah.
It didn't feel that dramatic because I was quite close to the ground anyway, but I definitely felt it.
Yeah.
And I didn't hurt myself. It looks more dramatic than it did, but it was just hard because I had to turn my wrist really far in to get it to do that. But it feels like you're doing a different thing. It feels like, oh, I'm coming down now, but I'm trying to do this stall thing. But obviously the stall is what's bringing you down. But it feels like the disconnected things to me. So like I think, oh, I need to go a bit faster and a bit further forward so that I get longer in the air with this stall, but obviously the stall is the thing that's bringing me down, so I don't feel like I'm coming down. I feel like I'm coming down naturally, but obviously I'm inducing that.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's idiocy by Gemma. I know that may sound weird, but that's how I feel. I need to be higher. I don't know.
Baby legs.
Whee!
Nice. Nice that you didn't let it fully drop.
Pardon?
Nice that you didn't let it fully drop on the ground.
I tried to let it go just as I felt it.
Yeah, good. Well, it definitely horseshoed again. So if you want, you can try the same, but just wait until you're a bit more here, because you'll have more height. But it was good though. Oh, too high.
Well, I might just go for a flight.
Hey, if you can.
I did feel it going at the last minute and I tried to inflate it. I don't know whether I
think you did well, yeah, because it didn't proper fall back. It kind of it stalled properly, but then you kind of released, but then you were already landing anyway.
Softly-ish.
Yeah. Do you want to take it to the big boy heights?
What, go even higher?
Big girl heights? Well, I suppose.
Could do, yeah. I'll try one more.
Go on, bit more, bit more, bit more.
See that?
That was proper though.
Yeah, that
you were
was
right on the edge for a long time. I thought you were going to release first, and then when you got a bit more manageable height. But I suppose you might, because of how collapse resistant it is, you might need to actually start quite high. And it sounded like at the end, you didn't have much. You only had 1 meter or 2 meters where you were actually controlling it.
Yeah.
But that was good.
Yeah.
Maybe this wing is just so resistant that you have to start a lot higher than what I thought you did.
You know what we have to do now?
What?
You have to try it.
Yeah, I'll try this if you try the Swift.
Yeah.
But I think this was good though. I think you should try one more from up there because it was really nice.
Okay.
But first,
let me take a drink.
almost managed to stall on my face.
If I'd have gone down, I would have tried to get on your face, but if I'd have gone any more dramatic, it would have been too dramatic and it would have been like an uncontrolled fall.
Yeah.
So I had to go past you
Last
to
one?
make it work. Yes, and then your turn. Skip. I need to see you do this.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I'm really tired now. Will you have a go?
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see how more weight on the same wing changes it. I reckon, and also my arms are longer, so me full arms down is different to you full arms down. So
Mr.
I think
Ape arms.
I think it will stall sooner because I can pull more brake, and if I fly heavier, it stalls at a higher speed. So we'll see.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah. I will need
What's with this cap and hoodie look?
Cap and hat. Well, it's still only like March, April, so
am I going to be freezing soon?
It's colder than what it looks.
So?
Even with my weight and my arms, it's still really hard to stall. I thought I was too high, and I was too high. But then by the time I started properly pre-stalling, you lose a lot of height in the pre-stall. So you need to go in pretty deep pretty early with this wing. So I'll do another one, I'll be a little bit braver and start even higher, which is just scary, but I think we'll be alright. And then we'll try the other wing, the Swift, in comparison.
I think you can kind of get to a point on this one where you can hold it in and still kind of comfortably keep moving forward, just almost like so that you're holding a hover.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah. But try landing on me if you can.
It's hard though.
You're tired as well, aren't you? I'm glad it's not just me that's unfit.
Just a lot of force on the arms. I think I wanted to leave it later to get my hands up and recover. But when you start feeling it to go, just natural reflexes to go, hands up and catch it again. So,
you want to watch
like
it?
the safety. Yeah, I'd like to watch it actually. You definitely see that it was starting to peel off when I released and then caught it again. So it could have looked better. It could have looked more stally, but it's definitely where I felt comfortable to like now go further. So let's try the Swift.
Yeah. It's not as collapsy as you'd think, is it?
As it started to go, it goes soft, and then I brought my hands up a little bit, so I stayed in it, but it didn't fully go. But yeah, you can abuse it less than the Geo, but a lot more than what I thought, and definitely way more than like a C or a D. So it's a good workout though. Do you want to try it?
I might do 1 or 2. Go up a lot better on this.
Nice.
I still tried to release at the end so I didn't come down with a clatter, but I felt it go and it did feel a bit easier on this, but only slightly.
Only slightly, right?
Yeah,
it's like
really
the other one
slight.
is 100% and this one is like 95.
And I think if I'd have tried this one first, it would have still felt as hard. It's only because I have literally just come off the Geo that I...
One more? One last one?
Yeah.
Tall one?
Yeah, I'll go from a bit higher. I just needed to try it. This ground handles a bit differently and everything, and I've not been on it very much. So.
Yeah.
Just want to be a bit lower first.
Go on.
Before any more.
Go on, go on. Nice. Really well controlled. You definitely stalled it, released, stalled it again, released again, and it was just above you. If you look at the instant replay here, look. Stall, release, stall, release. Great job, Gem.
Thanks.
How did it feel? How did it feel?
That's the highest up I've decided to try and, like, I was waiting for a little bit because I didn't want to stall too high, but then I thought, do you know what, I'm so high that if it goes I can probably recover it, and I did end up doing a couple of whoop hit, whoop hit, whoop hits.
Catch release, catch release, catch release.
Catch release, catch release, catch release. So that's it. As always, I want to say a big thank you to all these people who support us on Patreon and YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next one.
See you next time, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Is this a thing now?
I don't know.
See ya.